Hey guys, it's Weil, and welcome to some more fucking Q&A shit. I decided this time around, instead of doing Pokémon, I'm going to do Showdown instead, because I really didn't feel like playing Pokémon, so get Showdown instead. So let's get into the first question. And also, it's late at night, so I'm not going to really be as loud and exciteful as I usually am. I need to close my door a bit, because it's annoying me. Professional way to start a video, I know, right? But anyways, let's get into the questions while we start a random ass battle, because that's what we're gonna do. First question from Fox McCloud I or L, whatever. His question is: do you plug your nose whistleless while speaking? I can't pronounce whistleless, whatever. But no, I don't. I would rather not do that. That sounds very, very silly and stupid. But anyways, next question is from Popopo. His question is, why do I have this tab open? No, that's not his question. But his question is, what will your next LP be? Will it be a GBA ROM hack? Well, you see, my fine sir, I don't reveal my LP plans to just anyone. Really, the only people who know about my LP plans in advance are like Rich, Blackie, and then maybe one or two other random people. But generally, I keep my LP plans kind of under lock and key, because I'd like them to remain a surprise until they actually happen, so you get no spoilers towards my next LP for now. But I can tell you that it'll hopefully be good, because from what I've been looking at for the LP itself, it should be a good LP. I hope, but you never know. But next question is also from Popopo. He asks, what's your favorite food? It's kind of tough. Like, favorite food is just like, it's a weird subject, but it usually changes a lot. But in general, one of my safe favorite foods would have to be buffalo wings. Like, those are some of the things that I can just gobble down all the fucking time. Like, yeah, I love buffalo wings. Those fuckers are amazing. But, yeah, probably go with buffalo wings. Next question is from the Anemic Fade. His question is, what is your general strategy for making a competitive team? I usually just pick out a random Pokemon that I want to use, and then I'll kind of build around it. Like, let's say I wanted to use a Genesect. So then I would kind of build around using Genesect, except that's kind of a really poor example, because building around Genesect is way too fucking broad and easy to do. And, you know, it's just, it's basically Genesect you just throw into a team and use. But if I had to choose a better example, let's see, like, let's say I wanted to use actually, a good example is me wanting to use Waldchomp lately, and when I built that rain team, I was like, okay, what do I want to do with this team? So I was looking at it, and I was like, okay, maybe let's try it with, I forgot what I was really going with, but I was like, let's try some stuff out, and it just kind of worked out into that team. It's just I build around a certain Pokemon, and when we get to a certain point, it just becomes a team. I'm trying to think of a good example, though, of a team that I made that I can go through the exact team building process with. Well, let's see. Like, I'm just trying to remember a specific team that was, like, good. Well, alright, that one team where I had the Tyranitar, Rainiclus, Gastrodon, Lucario, Landorus, and, actually, no, I can't even remember the team building process around that. Actually, no. I know what team I should go over. The Bulk Up Breloom team. That was a good team to go over. Like, I wanted to use Bulk Up Breloom, so I thought of a bunch of Pokemon that would work well with it. Scarftar just seemed like a really good option. And then, yeah, I can't remember any of my team building shit, really. It's just been way too long since I've built, like, good constructed teams, so you don't really remember them as much when you're stupid. But, yeah, that team, I'm just trying to remember how exactly I built it. I'm spending way too long on this question, but it's just, you know, pick a Pokemon, and then figure out how to kind of work with it to utilize it properly, and then make a synergetic team at the same time, essentially. It's just, that's kind of how I do it, but, yeah, I don't remember any of my team building processes from, like, forever ago, so I'm kind of stupid. But anyways, next question is from Tankiller007. His question is, what would you like to see added or changed in 6th Gen when it comes out? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not much of a guy for speculation or wanting different things. I'm more of like, hey, let's just have it happen most of the time. you know, because I'm really not that picky or specific about things. It's just like, hey, this happens, cool, it's whatever. But, you know, they always usually make sure to add some pretty cool and awesome things each gen, so I'm pretty sure I won't get disappointed by whatever they decide to fucking do, you know? But won't really know until we know. But whatever. Yeah, I know it probably doesn't answer your question well, but it's yeah. Anyways, the next question is from Monferno, or Flaming Monferno 2020. I feel like I answered this question already, but I'm not sure. But his question was, what is your advice on how to get out of a bad situation mid-game in a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle? Just play your cards right. You can't really offer specific advice as towards getting out of a situation inside of a battle, just because there's so many variables in the match that could point it one way or another. Like, you could be in a situation where I can't even name the situations because there's so many situations that can happen that it just depends on the match itself. Like, maybe you need to let a Pokemon die so that you can get the initiative, or you need to do this or that. It just all depends on the situation. You can't really say in general what would be the best thing to do, because there is no in general best thing to do. It all just depends on the situation. The only advice I can give you is just to play right. That's all I can say. It's just that you need to play right. Otherwise, I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to get out of those situations. So, just play right. Anyways, next question is from Ligero13SS. His question is, how do you include time for Pokemon as a college student? What's your major? Well, I've already gone over my major, but how I fit in time? Really, I just don't have that much of a workload right now. Like, I only have 3 classes because I got all the prereqs done, and I have some elective credits already, so, because I tried to go as a computer engineering major at first, and all my credits that I did earn from that transferred over to my new school, and they're just going in as elective credits. So really I just have a light workload, and right now at least, but next semester it might pick up. But the thing is, if I only play Pokemon like once or twice a week, and it maybe takes like an hour to make, or an hour or less to make a video, like the straight process of making the video itself, like let's say I want to make a battle video, like I'll probably already have the battle footage from when I already battled, so just, you know, an hour from when I wake up to make the battle video, it's like, it's not that huge a deal to make the battle video. Now, if it's like an LP part, it's just a lot of that time I spend making an LP is just spent on, really exporting time is the main thing. Like, you know, I just record the session of the LP that I do, but then there's a lot of, I gotta make sure, I gotta do the initial export from Camtasia or ScreenFlow, and then I gotta do a second export just to lower on file size, which is really worth it in the end to get that file size lower, because then it just helps me for storage space and uploading time. I mean, it probably would take about the same amount of time to upload as it would to fucking do the second export, but I'd rather, actually no, it does save on a lot of time to do that second export for the uploading. So really it's not really so much like making videos takes too much time or playing Pokemon takes too much time, because the thing is, that's just, even if you do have a large workload, you still do find time to, you know, do your leisure activities. And I mean, if it gets too much where I can't, then I won't. It's you know, it's how it goes. But next question is from Mr. Do 492. His question is, what games do you play besides Pokemon? I play a varied amount of games. It just depends, really. Like, let's see. Just kind of looking around my room to see what I've kind of got. Let's see, I got the Mass Effect series, I got the Dynasty Warriors series, I got the Samurai Warriors series, I got GTA 4, I got the Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. I've got Halo, I've got Rock Band. I mean, I play mainly like, fucking, you know, not Call of Duty shooters. Well, shooters I'm not the hugest on. It depends on the shooter. But like, I'll play RPGs. I love RPGs. Like I said, it just really depends on the game. But, you know, I'll play anything that's like really good that I like. But and also Gears of War, I forgot to mention that. But I mean, like, the main thing I do love to play it probably out of all the games I have sitting around my room is Mass Effect. But also, like, some of my other random favorite games are the Fable series, besides Fable 3. Well, Fable 3 wasn't bad, it was just, fuck it. But then there's the Knights of the Republic series, Jade Empire. I like a lot of BioWare games. I still need to fucking play Dragon Age. Like, I know that people are all like blah 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 about it, but I still want to try and play it. Like, I need to borrow it from my friend and give it a play at the very least. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, next question is from Remy Ram 123. His question is, do you like cats? Yes, I do like cats. It's a fair assumption to say that I like cats. So, I do like cats. Anyways, next question is from Moldy Molds. His question is, so, are you telling me? He didn't even have the R. So you're telling me you didn't even do it right. Fucking fuck. Well, I'll fix it for you so that your question doesn't look dumb. So, are you telling me if I don't come up with a question, I'll die? Jason Statham is Mr. Bojangles. It's supposed to be the and then something, so it'd be more the subscriber or something. It's just the Bojangles. That doesn't make much sense. But his actual question is, when was the first time you and Tom used that joke? I don't know. Tom was using that for a while. I don't remember when he started using it. I forgot where he got it from. But then after a while, it's just me and Tom kind of... It's like one of us comes up with some kind of joke, and then the other... It just kind of clicks, and it's just... That one in particular, for some reason, is really stuck. I don't know why. I mean, I'll probably move on eventually, but for now, that's just been our one random joke. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, the next question is from Nevor Trevor. His question is, what are your thoughts on Serene Grace Modest Togekiss? And the EV spread is 252 special attack, 200 speed, 25 special defense, 25 defense, Fire Blast, Air Slash, Psychic, Aura Sphere. Togekiss in general isn't bad, but that set is kind of bad because, why is it randomly 25? Why are you investing in your defenses pointlessly? Why is your speed not maxed? It's just... And why are you not abusing the Serene Grace Togekiss as much as you could by having Thunder Wave somewhere? Why do you have Psychic? You don't need Psychic. And also the fact that Recovery would be nice on that set too. And you don't really need Fire Blast and Aura Sphere in most occasions. But it's just... The concept around Serene Grace Togekiss isn't bad, but it's just... Your set is kind of bad. So, keep that in mind. You'd want to... I mean, if you're trying to make an offensive Togekiss, you'd want to invest in its good points, which are its... Either you want to make it a defensive Togekiss, or you want to make it fully offensive. You don't want to mix it in a sense that it'll weaken the overall set. So, just having it how you have it right now doesn't really benefit you at all. And it's just moveset. It's just... Nah. So, yeah. Anyways, next question is from Badass Jazz 101. His question is, hey Wild Chase, would you rather be bald or have an afro that is 6 feet tall? I'll go with the afro, because eventually I'd be able to straighten it and cut it. And being bald, you have no hair. And even if your hair grows back, it'll take a bitch load of time to get it grown out. So, I mean, I'd rather have a bunch of hair that I can eventually cut than not being able to cut it. So, yeah. Anyways, next question is from Forbidden Left Eye. Have you played any Pokemon Rescue Team and Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship games? Any plans to LP them? Yeah, I've played both. I think I've played all of the Rescue Team games that have been out so far, and I've played most of the World Championship games. I mean, the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship games are just like, hey, we get to use new cards on an automated game, you know? And then Pokemon Rescue Team, I mean, it's alright, but it's not like it's anything that I would praise or anything. But, would I LP them? No, because World Championship games, it's just like boring-ass story from the anime that's slightly twisted so that you have involvement. And the Rescue Team games are just boring and repetitive. It's just... Neither of them, I don't think it'd be fun to LP, so I personally wouldn't really want to do it. So, I don't have any plans of doing it. Let's see, next question is from Nunu Chuck Nunuchu42. His question is, will you ever make any other LPs on any other games besides Pokemon and Nintendo games? Like maybe do a Plants vs. Zombie Let's Play or something. I've already answered this, but the question is, if interest spontaneously appeared, then I would, but it's just the fact that when I ever try to do something non-Pokemon, it just, the interest doesn't show, and again, I just get unmotivated from it. It's just kind of how it goes. It sucks that it's the reality that I can't do what I want in a sense, but it's just going to be how it has to go. I mean, probably if I started to do other stuff, and I kind of warm people up to it, but it's just the initial, I'm not getting the satisfaction out of this as from the people as I would doing something else. You know, it's just kind of annoying, you know, but I mean, eventually, like I said, I'll probably just learn to get over it while I'm making other videos, but it's just, if I was going to start doing those, it would have to be, I have to get like a lot stockpiled, it'd have to be really easy for me to do, and have to be able to like put it up at the same time as other shit so that, you know, people would warm up to it, but it's just, at the way I'm able to do shit right now, it's just not really a viable option, so rather not. But, yeah, anyways, next question is from 13 Scimitar. His question is, hi, what was the first Pokemon game you played? Pokemon Red. Yeah, that's my first one, and it was fun. Anyways, next question is from Gray Arcanine66. Is Mag mad that you banged Moody? Well, considering I didn't bang her, I don't know why he'd be mad. So, yeah, I don't know where you got the assumption that anything happened, because nothing happened, so where would you get this assumption? Like, seriously, it's like, what? Okay, just because I talked to Alina a lot and we're pretty decent friends, that means that something's happening? No, I'm pretty sure if something was happening, that it would be more apparent, but no. I'm sorry that I like to be decent friends with a woman. I apologize. Yeah. Anyways, next question is from Neon9677. Hi, have you ever seen Shofu or Giancarlo Parimago 11? I don't know. Or done a podcast with him? It's my question, okay? And I don't want you to say shit about my question saying it's shit. Now, the only reason he said that is because I constantly tell him that he's an idiot. Because he's an idiot a lot of the time. What can I say? He says things. But, no, I obviously haven't met Shofu. That would totally explain why I was in his Pikachu music video, or why I have a vlog with him in it, or actually 2 vlogs with him in it, and why I've been in his vlogs, and why I've personally gone up to him and be like, hey Shofu, what's up, and totally haven't met Shofu at all, or seen him while I was in LA, you know, totally. Yeah, I have met Shofu, though. If it really wasn't that apparent that I've met Shofu, then where the fuck have you been? But, Gian, I've never talked to him in my life. I don't plan on it. And last time I heard he's like 15, but that does not have anything to do with anything. But it's like, I don't plan on meeting him because he's not part of the community. I've never talked to him. And so I'm not really going to start because he doesn't really seem like the kind of guy I'd really want to talk to. But I don't know, whatever. Anyways, next question is also from Neon. His question is, by the way, can you play Minecraft for Xbox? No, because I barely play Minecraft for computer. I'm not going to waste money on Minecraft for Xbox. So there. Anyways, next question is from Albino Barn Owl. His question is, do you like Gangnam Style? It's not bad. It's like, it's not anything I'd listen to, but it's not like it's terrible. Like, I'm not gonna shoot it down or anything. You know, at least Korean K-pop is getting the recognition it deserves, I guess. But it's nothing terrible, but it's just not my thing, you know? It seems like it's decent enough, though. But then again, I don't really know much, so I can't really be a good judge of that. But it is catchy, I'll admit that. It is a bit catchy, and the lyrics do stick and gets in your head. But, yeah, it's not bad, just not my thing. Like, it's not something I would put on my iPod, essentially. But anyways, next question is from Cyberstein619. His question is, what is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Band card? I like how his name is like that, and Cyberstein. I'm gonna stop now. But, favorite band Yu-Gi-Oh! Card? Probably just like something stupid like Regeki, just because it's so overpowered. Or like Witch of the Black Forest has always been a cool thing. So I don't know. It's like I don't know, like specific. Actually, no. I'm completely bullshitting all of those. My real favorite is Dark Magician of Chaos, because that thing, I just abused the shit out of it when I was a kid, and I lost it, and I never really got a chance to abuse any of the other banned cards in the same way I did that, and it was just always a great card for me, and I wish I still had one, and actually I'm supposed to be getting one in a trade, but the guy hasn't either sent it yet, or just it's taking a long time to get here, but I really miss that fucker, and I wish it came back. I mean, I did get the Battle Pack ones, but it's not the same as having an Invasion of Chaos one. You gotta admit that. It's not the fucking same. But, I mean, I know a lot of people probably doesn't matter what rarity it is, but it's, you know, for a nostalgia dude who is weird like that, it's just not the same. But, yeah, I don't know. But, anyways, next question is from Sean Pender 10. Question is, did UOI, yeah, that made perfect sense, but I know he's trying to say you, but did you really bang Moody? I'm just gonna say no right off the bat, because I already answered that. But then the second part is, and you should do some live battle where you get, when you request them on Smogan-Sherby. So basically you're saying that I should bring back the live comms. Well, I would, but I'm just extremely lazy. Like, extremely lazy. That's really it. Like, otherwise I would do them, but I'm just lazy. So, Oh, and there he's correcting the U in the next comment. But anyways, JFan Dareful. How has your life changed since the Fire Nation attacked? It provided me with an entertaining TV show to watch when I got bored. I don't know. It's been kind of the same. I mean, when specifically did the Fire Nation attack, though? Because, I mean, if it attacked before I was born, then I'm already used to it. But if they attacked after I was born, and, you know, before I got adjusted to society, or I mean, while I was adjusted to current society, then I couldn't really tell you that I feel any much change. I mean, doesn't seem like there's been much change, so I couldn't tell you. And the second part of the question is, how many dresses do you own? 0, because I don't have any of the ones that I used for those fucking videos. So, 0. And I plan to keep it that way. So, 0. Forever. Anyways, the next question is from Darkgolo0714. His question is, why do you always wear a beanie, and are you still a virgin because of the beanie? I wear a beanie because I like wearing a beanie. Everyone has their article of clothing they like wearing, and I don't think it's really that bad that I like to wear a beanie so much. It's just like, some people are hat guys, and I'm a hat guy, and my hat just happens to be a beanie. So, whatever. It's whatever the fuck you want to do, you know? That's how I see shit. But, second part of the question, am I still a virgin because of it? No. I just am because I am. It's not because of any article of clothing I wear. I'm just an antisocial fuck that, doesn't get out to, get laid or get a girlfriend or anything. So, that's my own goddamn fault, not any article of clothing's fault. I'm gonna lose this match, so I'm just gonna quit. Fucking SD Scissor first turn. Anyways, he has another question. What porn site do you use when bored? I honestly just Google. I don't have any specific ones. I just fucking Google. And I'm like, hey, something different. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't go on anything specific, so it's like, whatever. Anyways, the next question is from the Poly D Project. Stupid fucking name. But, and also a stupid fucking question. But, would you smoosh Snooki from the Jersey Shore? No, that's a stupid question. Why would anyone want that? You'd have to be kind of terrible at life to want that. So, no. I would not do that. And if you want to do that, then you're fucking crazy. Anyways, next question is from Alfredo Power Ranger. That's interesting. But, have you ever really decided to even go that far in wanting to look more like so? fuck. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. I have no further comment. Just fuck. That's literally it. Just fuck. Anyways, the next question is from Zach Haney. His question is, have you ever thought of playing the new card game Card Fight Vanguard? Not really, just considering that I really don't think I should get into another card game right now. I'm already pretty in Yu-Gi-Oh! As is, and I don't really have the money to get into another card game, especially with the fact that I have basically, like, no money and no one's bought my shit yet. But hopefully people will buy my shit soon, and then I'll have money, and then I'll probably just spend on Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, because fucking I don't really want to spend money on more than one card game, and I don't know, it's like, yeah, I'd rather just focus on one card game. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, so that's where my money goes. Anyways, the next question is from Zero Dark Virus Zero. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck of all time, or from different formats? I'd have to say, like, the favorite deck that I've used personally would have to be Apprentice Magician, or it was Apprentice Tomato, I think it was. Yeah, it was Apprentice Tomato Monarch. That was probably one of my favorite decks to use. It wasn't the best ever, but it was still a fun deck to use, and I really liked how it played, because it still gave me plenty of special summoning, plenty of field control, and it was just a nice deck, I personally thought. I mean, it was nice, so I really liked that deck. I wish I could still play it, but just the whole premise surrounding the deck doesn't really work anymore, so not really the best thing ever. Anyways, next question is from Aqua Armor. His question is, have you ever come to India? If no, will you? I have never came to India, but no, I understand your question. I've never been to India. Don't really plan on it, because I'm just not really a fan of the Indian culture. I mean, I may be half Indian, but that doesn't mean I really like the culture that much. It's just, I was raised as a white kid, and that's just the culture I kind of prefer. I mean, it's not really so much that I'm an ignorant person, it's just that, I mean, I've experienced Indian culture. I know explicitly what it's like, but a lot of it is just garnered around, you know, just certain ideals that I'm just not a fan of, and so I don't really think I'd really enjoy it in India, so I'm not really planning on it. But anyways, next question is from Broccoli Turd. His question is, how do I go from being a beta fag to an alpha fag? I don't know what you mean by that, so I can't tell you. If you mean, how do you go from being on beta to main? You do well enough on beta consistently, and we'll give you a test on main. But if you're talking about something completely different, I'm not fucking sure. So, I can't tell you. Anyways, next question is from, it looks like it's from Xenon. Yep, it's from Xenon3120. His question is, simple question, what are your thoughts on Ditto? It's really, it's just as good as the tier it's in. Like, it's just been proven through the few months that it's been out that it really isn't as overpowering as we thought it was gonna be, and it's kind of confirming what a lot of people were saying at the same time. Like, a majority of people thought, hey, Ditto's not gonna be that overpowering, so it's just like whatever. But a lot of people are like, oh, I can check and counter everything, but it's like, it's not really that hard to play around Ditto, so it's just like, you don't really need to worry about it, you know? But it's still not, like, bad, but it's like, it's a Pokemon that can be in every single tier, so keep it that way. But, yeah, that's kind of that. The SGT Bash asks, my question is, what Yu-Gi-Oh cards do you dream to own? Every single one of them. I want all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because you can never have too many cards. So, yeah, I don't know, that. Next question is from CheeseXX. If you had to choose, which Pokemon do you fuck? What is wrong with you people? I honestly just want to know, why does everything have to involve sex? And especially with Pokemon. But if I had to choose, I'd say Gardevoir, because it's the most female looking. I guess, I don't know. Fucking, and I would have to specify, yes, a female Gardevoir, but fucking, seriously, why does that always be that shit? But whatever. Anyways, next question is from Tiger Tanaka. Do you think you ever get bored of Pokemon and quit doing battles? I don't fucking know. Time will tell, really, in the end. If I get bored of it, I'll get bored. But with how the game is and how it just constantly evolves and gets different, and just how I've been into it for so long compared to any other game, I don't see myself getting bored for a while, like I've kind of said multiple times before. Louis Turris 44 asks, what's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? I feel like I've answered this, but if I haven't, I think I went with Monster Reborn, just because it's Monster fucking Reborn. Otherwise, like, if I had to pick a favorite monster, I don't really have one I'd really pick that I can think of, honestly. Like, I'm not good with favorites. It's just, you know? But, yeah, I don't know. Favorite monster, let's just fucking go with, like, I don't know. Like, Caius or something, because that's just been, because I always used to be a huge Monarch fan, and that was just, like, the best Monarch ever, so, yeah, Caius, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, next question from Vid King with a 1 in it. Used to be rather competitive. Do you think you'll ever go back to that? I'd like to. It's just the thing is that obviously it's really hard to, just the only reason I really got out of it in a sense was just because of the fact that I don't know, I really couldn't tell you why I even got out of it in the first place. It's just that I had a slow decline just playing around with shit and fucking around and just like whatever. It just got to that point where I just was really whatever with it, you know? But, I mean, I would like to be hyper competitive and really good like I used to be, but it's just, my main thing is just getting the proper team built. If I could be good at building decent teams again, I mean, I'd be able to compete just fine. It's not really so much that I'm bad at the game, it's just that I don't really have my quote-unquote edge anymore that I used to, especially with my team building. Like, if I was playing 4th gen still, I'd be able to build pretty decent teams. I could stand up pretty well, but it's just that I haven't been able to really build any good teams, and that's kind of how it is. I mean, just how it goes sometimes, but I mean, yeah, I'd like to get to that point again where I can be that good, but until then, I'll settle with being pretty above average. But next question is from, what do you think will happen to Virizion, Tornadus, and Meloetta in UU? That's interesting. Like, Meloetta, I see being UU. Tornadus, I could still see it staying too. Like, the only thing with Tornadus is that its speed will kind of help bring it the edge, so it may go BL, but I'm not sure yet. But as time goes on, I could see it potentially staying in UU. Virizion, it's shaky, but it could also go BL. I don't know. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really good at speculation, but as it stands right now, I could see the only one I'm really seeing, like, staying UU is Meloetta for, like, complete sure, but otherwise, I have to say, Tornadus and Virizion could go either way, BL or UU, but it's all just a wait and see on how the metagame adjusts. Anyways, next question is from Duified, and his question is, can you do a Poké MMO Nuzlocke? Pretty original. I'm gonna do it. Pretend I didn't say anything. That's not really that original, because it's basically Fire Red, just as an MMO, and if you do it in a Nuzlocke sense where you battle other trainers, it's like, okay, it's still not that original, though. It really isn't, and it's like, if I'm already doing the MMO playthrough with Spade, I'm not really going to want to play through it again to do a LP with it, so there is no chance of me doing a Poke MMO Nuzlocke, because it is not that original, because it's basically a Fire Red Nuzlocke. I just have a chance of trading and playing other people, so it's just like, seriously? It's not an original idea, so why do you think it's original? Anyways, next question is from Mega D Pal. His question is, what days do you normally stream? Usually we do Wednesdays, but we might be doing something else on Wednesdays now that I'm not gonna talk about yet, but I might start to do personal streams on, like, maybe Fridays or Mondays or something, just depending on shit, but as it stands right now, they will stay on Wednesdays, but if we start doing the quote-unquote secret project that we're planning on, I mean, it'll just be solo streams from me, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Next question is Tyrannizard164. His question is, what is your favorite Pokemon porn? I don't have any favorite Pokemon porn. I don't really like Pokemon porn. I'm sorry that I'm not into that kind of shit. Actually, I'm not really sorry, because I'm not into it, so why should I be sorry about it? But anyways, next question is from Panfried. His question is, when is the dress PIP? You're fucking late. It already happened. Where have you been? Seriously, you're really far behind. Why are you so far behind? Anyways, next question is from... Well, I already answered it, but it's from Hello0709. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck of all time? I already said. Apprentice Magician is just my favorite to run in general, but... I mean, it's like if I had a favorite deck now, I'd have to say... I'm kind of starting to be kind of stricken by plants, but it's not really like it's a great deck or anything, but it's... I feel like it's going to be really fun to play, but otherwise like Heroes or something. Next question is from Christopher Sherman. His question is, how much does your hat cost? All my beanies have cost like 15, 20 bucks. Like, I think the motionless one was like 15 and then shipping. But, let's see. Yeah, all the others cost about 20 bucks too, so they were, not that expensive, so wasn't that bad. Anyways, next question is from Bokius Battles. His question is, what is your favorite competitive set and why? I think I kind of already answered a question like this, but I can answer it again. But I'd honestly just have to go with Genesect, just standard Scarf Genesect, just because of how it is in the metagame right now. It's like, you can use it with fucking anything, and it's like, it's not going to drag your team down and only help it out more. It's not really going to hurt it or anything, It's just a great fucking thing to have. So, Genesect, I guess, right now. But, next question is from Cobb AA Off. His question is, what are your general thoughts on alcohol? I like alcohol. I mean, I'm not a fan of the taste of most alcohols, but I like getting drunk. I mean, who doesn't like getting drunk? Like, the thing is, I'll just get drunk off of hard liquor if I want to get drunk, but, I really don't like drinking most liquors except for, like, maybe wine, but that's it. I mean, otherwise I really won't drink any other liquor. Like, I really fucking hate beer, but it's probably just something I gotta get used to, but it's not something I'm gonna get used to for a while, so I'll just stick to, like, hard liquor and then the occasional glass of wine. So, yeah. Anyways, next question is from XX Hi Guys XX, and his question is, favorite Pokemon each gen? Already answered that, so never mind. Alright, so now we got a series of questions from Your Mom Sucks Bollocks. His first question is, do you have a set schedule for streaming, or is it just do as you feel like? I already kind of answered that, so that's my streaming set schedule. Can't talk, but yeah. It's Wednesdays on usual with Tom, but probably going to be changing up after we start stuff. See, his next question is, why do you prefer playing matches over the DS compared to simulators like PO and Pokemon Showdown? I get that the graphics are better, but nobody exactly plays Pokemon for the graphics. The simulators are fast catching up in the regard that, anyway, not to mention that it's a lot less hassle to make a team on a simulator. Further, it's a lot faster to find a match on a sim. See, I don't really have much of a problem, like, making Pokemon on my DS or getting a match. Like, it's fairly easy to do. Just the problem is, getting an uploadable match. And, I mean, in that regard, yes, it would be easier to use Showdown or PO. But honestly, it's just, they bore me. They bore the shit out of me for some reason, and just Wi-Fi is able to keep my attention, and I just like playing it. I mean, honestly, if it was my choice, I probably would play more simulators and, actually be decent at this game again, but it's just they bore the shit out of me. It's just how it's been. I can't really play too much of them, otherwise I just get fucking bored. And Wi-Fi battles is like, I generally, have fun with them, and it's not really, I don't really get bored to the same degree as I would when I play a simulator, so I just like playing Wi-Fi, even if it's more of a time investment, and it's a lot more of a hassle. It's like, Plus, I feel less pressured on Wi-Fi because I can get more of a thought process going, and I do think a lot better on Wi-Fi usually, so, I mean, there's that advantage for me personally, so, nah. But, you know, it's all different for everyone. But, let's see. His next question is, do you think any of the Pokemon that are moved down to UU will be broken and have to be made BL, for instance, Meloetta? Well, I already kind of answered that, but, Meloetta I don't think would be, but the rest of them, we'll see. But as it stands right now, it's 50-50. It just depends on how the metagame shifts for it, but I don't think they'll be too overpowered. Honestly enough, like, I think it'll be just fine. But, anyways, the next one is, why do you dislike the RU tier so much? It's not so much RU, it's more the anything below UU, and just, like I've said, the mentality of the players that just pisses me the fuck off. It's, yeah, I just hate stupid people who are all like, oh, originality is so cool. Yeah, those are the people. So, if you're one of those people, I hate you. His next question is, if it were possible to have Darmanitan legal at full HP, do you think it would be viable at all? For instance, on a Trick Room team. You see, the thing is, viable Trick Room team, they don't mix. So, Darmanitan, just being that slow, I mean, sure it has bulk, but I don't think it'd be really able to abuse it with that kind of typing. Like, it's even worse than Celebi's typing. And Celebi's typing, I mean, it was garbage. It's kind of garbage in a sense, but it's usable. But I don't think Darmanitan's typing would really be that useful. But, I don't really see it being that viable, but maybe I'm weird. But, let's see. We all know by now that you prefer metal music to other genres. However, are there any other bands / solo artists that you like that we would not expect? I don't know if you wouldn't expect it, but I'm a huge Breaking Benjamin fan, huge Linkin Park fan, huge Drowning Pool fan. I mean, those are still kind of metal, but I'm a huge fan of those dudes. Used to be a little bit into Papa Roach and 3 Days Grace, but their latest albums have just annoyed the fuck out of me. Otherwise, they're pretty decent too, but probably another one that people wouldn't expect out of me is fucking There for Tomorrow. They're just like a pop-punkish alternative rock band that, honestly, I think they're pretty good, but they're a lot lighter than most people would expect me to listen to, but it's like, I don't really listen to much out of the rock genre. Actually, I don't listen to anything outside of the rock genre in general. Like, rock and metal, those are the only places I really am. It's just, nothing else really interests me. It's just, you know? Like, I'll kind of listen to most things that are in the rock and metal genre. It's like, I don't hate them unless it's like they're really bad, but there's most of the things I listen to are in metal or are rock with huge metal influences. But, yeah, that's kind of the extent of stuff. But, let's see, next two questions I've already kind of gone over, but who got you into making YouTube videos? Well, I never really got into that, but who got me into making YouTube videos? Just some of the old guys, like TSP, ZMT, Zeus Dominates All, you know, those dudes, and Maryland. Can't forget Maryland, but all those dudes were fucking awesome, and I wish they were all still around, but we gotta move on. Well, Maryland's still kind of around, but, you know, he's here in a different sense, but, you know, just all those dudes were huge inspirations. I've got to battle them all, actually, but it was less than favorable experiences when battling them, just because when I did battle them, I wasn't at the peak performance I would have liked, but, you know, they weren't terrible matches, so... Actually, Maryland I didn't battle, but the rest of them, Zeus, ZMT, and TSP, I all battled, and we had pretty decent matches. Just TSP, when I 5th genned him, I just really was stupid when I did that match with him, but otherwise, I had a fun match with him, but, I digress. And then, what am I studying at college and why? Film, because I want to do film stuff, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's doing actual film things. So, yay, we get to end this video on me finishing a match. So that actually works out perfectly. But yeah, that's it for this Q&A shit. I'll be answering more questions next week. And by the way, if you're asking questions on the answer videos, it's kind of stupid because you probably won't get your questions answered. I mean, if I'm really nice, I'll answer your questions, but this isn't the place to ask your questions. I have a question video for a reason, so, you know, you can kind of go and ask your questions over there instead of a place I won't really be looking for questions for. But, yeah, that'll be it for this, so hopefully I'll remember to have another one next Friday at 2, of another Q&A, I mean, but, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, such blah. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.